feel the problems that come around. So you've got figureheads in communities who do great work, etc., etc. But quite often you need to bypass. You need to get underneath them to get down into the real communities, and that's what we wanted to do, to get into people on the ground to find out how they are coping, what they're doing, or how they're not coping as a result of the austerity measures that we've been putting in place. Taking that information, we then want to make sure, wanted to see how we could turn the austerity measures and the cuts to people's advantage.
And we would see a great kind of devolution of power and control over the way that we run our lives and the support that we provide to each other to a very local level. That sounds very good in theory, but part of this project, I guess, is about trying to explore and expose some of the problems in that. So is it only very wealthy areas that will have the time, the money and the resources to be able to take advantage of those opportunities? What does it mean for people who are working multiple jobs on very low income? Is it really feasible to run a service in your spare time if you don't have that much time in the first place? So it's exploring a little bit of what the big society really means on the ground, but also thinking about, do we just face either state provision or big society provision, or are there alternative strategies and middle grounds that we haven't really thought about or explored yet? And that's part of what we want to do today, is bring some ideas that we found really useful from other places about assets-based ways of working, something called radical localism, which Joe is going to take us through later. And hopefully you'll find some of it useful, and I know that there are a huge number of people in the room who've got experience of doing a lot of this stuff, and I do hope you will shout out and speak up about some of the brilliant stuff you've been doing too.
And we are a society of people getting high right now, and that is dangerous, because that leads on to criminal activity, because the government's not helping. Hence, once again, Joe, you know, one day I made a big statement to yourself about the government has gone around the whole world, you know, raping and robbing and murdering. What for? You're investing billions out of the country. They should be investing in the country.
Jobs, getting stressed out, going onto drugs, committing a crime just to pay the bills, go to prison for a short term, come out, they've now got a criminal record, they can't get a job. So they are really stuck in a rut, in a circle, where they don't want to go out and commit crime. They don't want to lie and deceive to people. They have no choice, they have no option. I found this in most communities, because I work in quite a lot of communities, and I work with a lot of gang members, ex-gang members, and they find it very frustrating. There's a lot of them that have gone straight and they're trying to get help from the government. There's no help for them. Hence, the situation we have today is a lot worse. So this is why nobody's speaking to each other. This is the breakdown in the community, because everyone's got bills to pay. Everybody wants to go on holiday. Everybody wants to have a nice car. So where are they going to get it from?